Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light for one of my favorite readings to do. So I'm so glad that you guys are here watching this. It really is. I don't know why I love this reading so much, but I truly do. So thank you for being here. I want to give a quick shout out to Anastasia over at Confessions of an Angel Tarot here on YouTube. I'll link her in the description box. She donated the Halloween Tarot to the channel. We'll be using that in our reading today. I just wanted to say thank you. Her channel's super amazing. So if you haven't checked out Confessions of an Angel, do so. Super awesome. So thank you, Anastasia. Okay, so we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead. We'll have tarot, oracle cards, and charms, so you're getting the full package here today. So I have 3 piles for you. Pile 1, we have this piece of howlite. It's shaped in a point, roughly. So there's that. Pile 2, I have this black obsidian star. So we have a black star. Love obsidian. If you guys haven't noticed, it's always in some form in my readings. And then I have a rhodochrosite pyramid here. That's from Sedona. It was brought to me by a friend. So again, 3 piles. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you find yourself being drawn to more than one, you could just have a busy week, or there's something in another pile that you need to hear as a reminder. The timestamps will be in the description box below. Sometimes people choose by the timestamp. However it works for you, go at it. Just trust yourself. So I'll leave these up here for a moment, and then I'll see you at your pile. If you need to pause, feel free to do that as well. All right, bye guys. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 1. You guys picked this awesome piece of howlite here, and we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead. We'll be starting with your tarot for your overall energy. This little mini 10 tarot was donated to the channel by Anastasia from Confessions of an Angel. Super awesome channel, so thank you so much, Anastasia. All right, so pile 1. Your overall energy for the week. These are the cutest little cards. So we have an Ace of Ghosts, which is the Ace of Cups. We have a 10 of Bats, which is a 10 of Swords, and a 3 of Ghosts, which is the 3 of Cups. So some interesting energy going on in your week. And I'm going to ask you to have an open mind about this 10 of Swords. It's going to look a little differently for everybody. I'm actually just going to start here. We're going to go with the elephant in the room. 10 of Swords is about endings. Sometimes they're painful. But they're needed endings. They're endings of a cycle. This could be endings of you feeling like you've been betrayed or stabbed in the back by other people, or even betrayed by your own mind, your own thinking, with the swords or the bats in this deck. So feeling like if you've been in this cycle where maybe you haven't been the kindest to yourself and your thoughts and your thinking, like that's ending, that you're moving away from that, or you have a message to end that self-doubt, and that self-deprecating kind of meanness to yourself. You know, we have a tendency to be so hard on ourselves, and we hear ourselves all day long in our head. So say nicer things to you, you know. If a plant grows better when you talk nicely to it, right? It's true. I have 20 plants in my house, maybe 21. Think like, you know, and they get bigger and they grow, and they respond wonderfully from talking nicely to your plants. Think how much you can grow if you're actually nice to yourself, if you're kind to yourself, if you give yourself some grace, those kinds of things. So just know that there's some cycles ending. Hopefully, if you do suffer from negative self-talk, that's what you'll be ending, and it might take some intention, but you can do it. But overall, there's just going to be an ending of some sort of cycle in this week. It could be big for some, it could be small. You know, you could just end something that's needed to let go of. I don't know, but there's an end of a cycle coming up this week. We have this Ace of Cups though, but aces, the reason I kind of wanted to start here, those aces are that new beginning. And this is a new beginning in love. This can be a new beginning on how you love yourself, a new beginning on loving connection with somebody else. We do have this Three of Cups, could be a new beginning with an old love or an old person coming back from your past. Sometimes Three of Cups can be that renewal kind of energy. But this just feels like someone could be telling you, I love you for the first time. With this Ace of Cups, if I'm reading it in like a romantic fashion. But overall, this just feels like you're going to be filled with love from the inside out this week. So that's a really beautiful energy. We do have two little lotuses here, and I love the lotus because I love what it represents. Sometimes we have to go through the mud to get to the light, right? So this is like you coming out of this like muddy, murky time period and really feeling loved, feeling honored. And you guys, some of you guys could just be getting massive love from the universe, some good things coming in, things to feel and loved about. So with the Three of Ghosts here, it is feeling like either past friends, past lovers, past family, things from your past. I can't overlook that they're using the ghosts here. So maybe something that you thought was dead, maybe someone who ghosted you could be coming back in. But the Three of Ghosts is Three of Cups is overall an energy of fun. It's an energy of getting together, community, coming together, possibly some discussions. I always think of the third house, which is ruled by Gemini, and it's all about communication. Ruled by Gemini and Mercury. So there could be some communication surrounding what you love, who you love, that kind of energy here this week. So overall, really good. Whatever the cycle is, let it go. It's for the best. And remember, you might have to remind yourself that this week. You guys had discovery. Reawaken your sense of discovery and expedition. So there may be a need to get out and explore a little bit this week and rediscover things that maybe you have put on the back burner about yourself. Maybe like learn to fill your own cup. Maybe this could be your renewal, that three coming back around. You could rediscover parts of yourself that you lost. Maybe that's what this old way, a cycle is ending, that gives you time to rediscover things, to be your most beautiful self. All right, next you guys had inner conflict resolution, which kind of goes with this whole like, I'm getting stuck in this message about negative self-talk and this inner like cycle conflict going on. And you guys did get inner conflict resolution. So we have a snake on here. So maybe something that's been like biting at you is going to get resolved this week, but just something along the way. But it does say inner conflict. So I feel like that's something that you're going to be like overcoming within yourself. Next, you guys had focus. And we do have a camera here, so some of you guys could be dusting off the old camera, going out and re-looking at things. Seeing things through a new lens is kind of the message that comes up for me with this card. So there's going to be a chance for you to really see something, really focus in on the details, and see it with a new eye, or even a new mindset, a new perception coming in. But just notice and pay attention to the small things this week with focus coming in. Next, you guys had full moon in Gemini, another nod to, I got that Gemini message earlier. Even though Gemini is an air sign, so I'm not sure why I got that, but take it if it fits. But you guys, again, yeah, full moon in Gemini. Embrace the flow of life. So this is sometimes, we're good at allowing things in a lot of the times, not everyone, but sometimes we aren't as good as letting things flow out. So that is part of that is cycle of life. So allowing things to come as they come and go as they go. So it's like almost like just accepting life as it comes in and letting what needs to leave. It's like that path of least resistance when you go with the flow. And with that, and sometimes if you find yourself in painful situations, ask yourself, am I holding on to something that I should be letting go of? Because sometimes holding on causes more pain than just letting things flow out as they need be. Next, you guys had star bathing. light body, crystal grid, transmissions, and activations. So depending on how spiritual you are, this could have different meanings. I'm hearing for somebody maybe look into doing crystal grids, like where you can buy a grid and do different crystals for manifesting. Or even like centering, like if you're laying down, doing a grid on your body may be important. I honestly haven't done that, but I'm getting this image from my guides about it, so it's for somebody. And know that there could be some activations, some transmissions coming in, those aha moments. Again, you don't have to. It depends on how you view a download. You could just be like, I don't know where that came from. It just appeared, and accepting it that it's coming in. So be mindful for those thoughts that just magically appear, because you could be getting quote unquote a download from the universe and an inspiration or inspired thought about something that you need to do or something that you need to move forward with. But and then with the fact that it says star bathing, so I feel like some of this could be happening at night when the stars are out, or even if you take the time, like say you have to go outside. I always do this when I have to like bring my trash cans out at night, stop and appreciate, look up, take that moment and appreciate the stars. I can't always see them, especially it's been raining a lot in Florida over the summer, but I feel like they're coming back out. The clouds are clearing at night. But yeah, just taking those moments to really allow like the beauty of the universe that's above us, to really soak that in, and maybe that's when these thoughts will come in. Be quiet with yourself. Again, just give yourself a small moment to really like bathe in the energy of the stars, of the universe, that expansive nothingness that's out there, that's just mind-blowing if you really think about it. But yeah, really, really interesting energy there though. All right, so for how you're going to shine this week, it says show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. So I think a lot of you guys have this like beautiful self like within that maybe you don't always let that out. Maybe you're a little scared to let that out, to really step into your own authentic power this week. But this is the week that you're going to feel more comfortable to do so, or you may be pushed to do so. But really know that there's so much beauty within you, and allowing that out and allowing it to shine this week. And there may be like circumstances that allow you to really step in and really be you this week in such a beautiful, honoring way to yourself. Next, you guys had Sacred Ibis, learning. So you're going to be learning something. We do have these glowing doors here. Like it just feels like knowledge is coming in, but in a very divine kind of way, because it does say Sacred Ibis on here. I don't know why I'm hearing this, because I don't think it's a thing, but it might be a thing. But I'm hearing like the door of truth. So like learning and knowing that there could be some secrets that are revealed to you this week, some truth that could be coming in. Maybe you're going to hear from a past person and find out what really happened on their end. I don't know why that's coming in so strongly for somebody, but again, take it if it fits. Keep it in your back pocket if you're not sure if it's for you. We have the number 22 on this as well. So repeating numbers, synchronicities coming in this week, but just know that some things are going to be uncovering this week and opening up to you in a way that you can learn and expand in your life. Next, you guys had, oh yeah, I remember this. I was like, oh, pile one. It says hot moon extremes. And we do have this person that looks kind of nude and sweating. So there could be some chances for some hot evenings this week for some of you guys. We do have another book here. So maybe some information is going to turn you on. I don't know what gets you, whatever toot your horn, But I just think for a lot of you guys, there's going to be moments that kind of just set you on fire. Again, that could be with somebody else, that could just be your own soul, like really rocking it up. But some extremes are coming in. I'm hearing be mindful to not go tiptoe too far in extremes, because life is about moderation and balance. But this feels like really good, fiery, fun energy. So someone's gonna be enjoying something good. So when it comes to love, these are the cards I pulled for you guys. I will not be doing an extended today. I just don't have time. But your little snapshot into love for this week is, it says, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So there could be something that, you weren't expecting, or you're, again, that naysayer in your head's like, this was never possible. Just try to be optimistic this week and try to think positive, speak positive things out. Like if you're single, if you've been single for a while and you want that partnership, just start telling yourself every night before you go to bed, I'm thankful for the loving romantic connection I have in my life, or however you want to phrase it, and speak it as if it's a truth, and you'll be amazed at when things start moving in your favor when it comes to those kind of things. But overall, just stay optimistic about what is possible for you in your life, because then you'll start seeing more opportunities as well. And then you guys had playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So regardless if you're in a connection or not, you're being guided to be more playful this week. Have more fun with them. If this extreme hot mood situation is you, enjoy that. Don't overthink it. I'm hearing get out of your head, get into your body. If you're getting a moment to like really experience some fun play. Oh, I'm so silly. Okay. Yeah, just be playful with it. Have fun, honor it. It feels really fun energy. So, all right, next we're going to do letters and charms. I did get a different plate. I know I've been talking about doing a different plate, but I don't know if I love this one. But it was kind of like all I could find at the time. I want to find a square tray, but we're working with this one today. Hopefully things stay throughout the whole thing and not go to the middle like my other plate. So, first, we're going to pull a zodiac dice. So this is someone that you could be dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of the sign, or this could be your sign. So we have Leo, that fun, playful, romantic energy. And then we have house number 4, which is all about home. So home, and that again, yeah, that playful, romantic energy, maybe being more playful in your home. Carving out areas of your life to be playful in is going to be important. All right, so for your letters, this can spell words. This could be someone's initials, could be your initials, could be a location. Let's see, pile 1's letters. So we have a J, an S, an F, San Francisco, K, just kidding, a JK. We have a Y, an H, and a U. I always love when I get FU. I always feel like someone's going to tell somebody off. So keep that in mind. So we have Kentucky. There's a lot of things. FSU here for my Florida State people. Or just UF. Sorry, I'm Florida minded. I'm sure there's lots of other colleges. I'm sorry. So there are your letters. We almost have my name if there was an O. All right, let's do some charms for pile 1. What else do they need to know about their week? To keep in mind, what else is going on here? All right, so we have the number 2. Again, you guys had that 22. So the second day after you're watching this could be really important. Coming in, 2s in general, 2 is a number of partnership. So that's always nice to see. We have Cancer here, which rules the 4th house. So you could be also dealing with a Cancer this week. We have this little octopus here, so you could have your hands in lots of different things, or juggling a couple things. We have this little penguin. I'm hearing like just waddle, waddle, waddle. Maybe don't go so fast this week. Be mindful of slipping on anything that kind of comes your way, and maybe just tread lightly is kind of how that message is coming in. We have an airplane here, so somebody could be going to an air show. Somebody could be planning a trip via plane. I don't know why the fact that this is green is, they're drawing my attention to the fact that this plane is green. I don't know if that means anything to somebody, but they're really highlighting that for me. Maybe you have a love of flying, some of you guys. I don't know, but a green plane is important. All right, we have the little wheel here, so learning how things work. We did have that Sacred Ibis learning card, so when I get gear, it always reminds me of like you finding out information about how something went down, something happened, like the inner workings of things is going to be important or come up this week. We have song, so music is going to be an important connection. We have divine, so things could be happening in divine timing. Things could be coming in from the universe to support you this week. We also have kiss, that could go with your hot steamy night over there. We have a star, so maybe something that you've wished upon. Also going back to that star bathing card, being out underneath the stars is going to be very important. And then you guys had Temperance, so Sagittarius energy coming in, alchemy, things blending together and healing this week. So there you guys go for your letters and charms. I'll give you guys a moment to look at that further. And then I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed this. Leave me a comment, even if it's just an emoji. Share this with someone else that you think would enjoy that. I really, really appreciate that so much. If you found any other words, because other words are popping up, feel free to comment with those as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Bye, guys. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for Pile 2. Thank you so much for joining me here for my favorite reading, what to expect on the week ahead. I just love doing this reading. I can't really tell you why, it's just my favorite, so I'm so glad that you're here to experience this reading with me. Real quick for our tarot, I'm using this super cute little Halloween tarot that was sent to the channel from Anastasia. Over at Confessions of an Angel Tarot. I'll have her linked in the description. Super awesome channel if you're looking for more readers, especially that do love. Anastasia's your girl. All right, so what's going on, Pile 2? Hopefully everybody's doing well. All right, so for your cards, you guys have the Knight of Imps, which is the Knight of Wands. We have the Eight of Imps, which is the Eight of Wands, and then a Page of Swords, or Page of Bats. Okay, communication. Fast-moving communication seems like an overall theme for you guys. I'm not sure how that's going to fit in everyone's life, but just some things may be changing swiftly when it comes to information coming in a passionate, fiery way. Woo. Okay. So we'll start with this Knight of Wands. So there's going to be some action this week of involving things that rule your passions. This could be someone coming into your life in a passionate way. This could be you taking action towards your passions, towards your creativity, towards things you want to create, build, things to make happen in your life. And this is the week to do it. Like if you've been pondering or debating, should I start this, should I not? This is a very, very good energy for fast moving change. So if you want to make things happen, this is your week. With this Eight of Wands here, again, this typically is an example of rapid change and communication. So you could be hearing from somebody quickly, or things just completely shift that you weren't expecting. But that's an overall energy. We'll see how it plays with the rest of the cards. And then the Page of Bats, which is the Page of Swords. So also not just communication from other people. This is also new ideas, getting interested in new things. Maybe there's something that comes in that sparks this fire in you, and you get this idea to learn about it. So that also could be this message with these three cards. So take that as it fits, put it in your back pocket if you're not sure, and let's keep moving along. Forgot to put your star. I forgot you guys picked this black obsidian star. Love obsidian. I have it in like every form in my house. So, all right. Your first card. Okay, just that energy alone, I'm like buzzing. All right. Universe. Always be in harmony with the universe. So this is a reminder to stay in balance, but also a reminder that the universe is supporting you if you allow it to. Sometimes when we resist against something, things get halted and stagnant and stuck. So if you feel like you're like, I don't know how this rapid change will happen, be mindful of anything that you're resisting, blocking, or trying to stop, and see if you just switch to the flow and allow things in, allow things to happen as they should without trying to meddle or control it too much. That might be the little tweak you need to letting things flow into your life. But this is also just being in harmony with the universe is all about trusting that things are happening for you as they should, and realizing that the good, the bad, the ugly, it all is happening for us, not to us. I know that's not always a well-received message, but again, if it's not for you to hear that right now, stick that in your back pocket. All right, but just know that just try to stay in harmony, and again, the best way to do that is allow things to happen as they need to. So you guys have this dragonfly with this little fetus baby incubating here, and it says better than you can imagine. So there's going to be something that goes on in your week that maybe either you didn't think was going to work out, or you have low expectations, there's something that's going to come in and surprise you, and it's going to be better than you expected. It could be something that you're working on, something that you're creating, especially with this energy, and we have this little baby here, you know, the womb here. That can represent either someone actually having a baby, but a lot of times we can look at that metaphorically as, or figuratively, as you creating something. You're birthing a new idea, and it's going to turn out better than you expected. With this dragonfly here, again, it feels like the universe has got your back if you choose to let it, this week, and just know that things are powering up and happening better than you can expect. All right, you guys have journals. So writing things down, getting things down on paper is going to be very important. I'm also hearing, if you have a tendency to get a lot of different journals, go back. If there's going to be information in a journal that may surprise you about something. This also could be looking back and maybe you wrote something down and it came to fruition, and recognizing that, wow, my words do have power. My writing has power. So I don't know who this is and why this message is coming up, but take it if it's you. If you have old journals where you keep information, I need you to go back and look through there. There's going to be some important key of information or something like an aha moment that's going to have you be like, wow, that came true. But then the rest of you guys, just getting things down on paper is going to be very important. Seeing something visually written out is going to be helpful. Journaling your thoughts, possibly starting to journal, like if you're having a hard time working through things. Again, sometimes just getting things out can relieve so much pressure within. All right, let's see, what do you guys have next? You have last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. So this feels like that purging, that dumping of thoughts into your journal, getting things out, allowing things to be clear so you can see again. So I love the analogy about like looking through water. And if you're trying to look into water and think of the water as your thoughts, and if everything's chaotic, you can't see to the bottom anymore. But if you let things calm down, if you let things go clear, you can see things more clearly. And it's the same thing with like trying to figure things out in our head. If we get overthinking, trying to figure out how this needs to be done, if we can learn to step back, don't meddle, and just allow things to clear, you'll see the path a little more easily. But yeah, clearing your mind is going to be important this week. Again, if you find yourself in that hamster wheel, I mean, we all do it. I'm freaking a triple air sign with my big 3. I get this idea. And it's just a matter of stepping back or getting out of your head and into your body a little more that can help you see more clearly, or getting those thoughts down on paper. Next, you guys had 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. Again, this idea that you guys are creating something basically from scratch. Again, some of you guys could literally be pregnant, or someone important in your life is pregnant, and that's why this message is coming in. But a lot of you guys, I feel like this is just about bringing things to fruition, allowing things to be created, using this energy to take action towards them. But again, it may take a brain dump to see clearly on where you're supposed to be going. Next, we have be bold. Don't be afraid to stand out. So there's going to be a situation in your week that you're being guided to be bold. If there's something that's weighing on your heart, and you just feel like I need to speak up right now, or I need to stand in my power, this is the week to do that. This is the action. If you're like, I have no idea, again, one of those ideas that as it comes up in this week, you might be like, oh, wait, Joy said that, this is where I need to stand in. If I feel strong about something, I need to be bold and stand in my power, and don't be afraid to stand out. And then for others of you guys, this literally could be like standing out in your own power. If you want to wear yellow lipstick that day, then do it. It just being bold, like having the confidence to be boldly yourself this week. We have hair cycles. So I love in this card, literally, she has a lot of hair, but the hair they're representing is the rabbit, which is also a symbol of fertility. So be mindful of that. You guys have like 3 cards about fertility and creation. So if that's not something you want, be mindful this week. But rabbits tend to reproduce rapidly. So this is also a card of abundance, but it says cycles. So know that things are cyclical in life. So some things could be coming back around this week. Some old issues could come back up that you need to address. So maybe some old passions actually come back that you actually get to do something about this week. So, but there's going to be a cyclical form to your week where something's coming back around for your attention. Oh, I love this. I love this. I don't look at these cards until I'm about to do this. And we have fruition. This is things coming to fruition. We have the harvest moon here. This is where you get to reap what you sow. Things are like your manifestations are coming to life. And again, for somebody, I think that there's going to be something you wrote down, and it could have been from a while back, that you're going to read and be like, oh my gosh, I made that happen. And that's going to give you the confidence to do this next thing. But just know that things are happening, things are manifesting, things are coming to life this week in a really beautiful way for you guys. And then for love, and then we're going to do letters and charms. We have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. Again, this feels like you guys are like the master manifestors this week. It feels very magician-y energy. So just know that, and this is around love. So this is something in love is shifting and changing, and just decide what you want. Put it out to the universe and be clear about what you want, so you can bring that in. Like I'm hearing, don't teeter-totter too much back and forth about what it is that you want. Be very clear. And then we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So for some of you guys, this may involve having more compassion in a situation, a better understanding, and putting in some effort towards your partnerships. This also could be for some of you guys, someone coming in that wants to work on a partnership, and you actually having an open mind and giving them a chance this week. And then with all this, it feels like, there's some communication or some truths coming to light, coming in a very fast way. Okay, let's do letters and charms. All right, so first I always like to do a zodiac dice. So this is someone that you could be dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of this sign. So we have Virgo energy. So planning, routines, things like that could be important, or you could be a Virgo or dealing with a Virgo. And then for our house focus, we have house number 2, which is about earned income. It's ruled by Taurus, so tangible things, earth energy. Both of these are earth energy, so getting back to earth and just doing things in a tangible way, or things coming to fruition in a very tangible manner, could be big for you guys this week. All right, let's see for your letters. Pile 2. So this could be someone's initials. This can spell words. It can spell a location. All right, so we have M-Y-L-O-A, law of attraction right there, guys. Manifesting alone, N, a P, and a T. So my loan, my LOA, my plan. There's lots of things in here. Feel free to look at that, see what you get from that. All right, and then let's get you guys your charms for this week. So for pile 2, what is, also just planning could be important. Plano, Texas, this just came up too. So I don't know if someone lives in Plano, Texas. If you do, let me know. All right, let's see. Charms for pile 3. Something in there I need to look through. I need to dump the whole thing. Something is poking the crap out of me in that bag. Ow. All right, so we have the magic hat. So something surprising is going to come. Something is like appearing out of thin air this week. This feels like a fun surprise coming in. You guys have the dragonfly. On the back of this dragonfly, it says blessed. So some blessings are coming your way, possibly from the universe. We do have the universe wanting to support you this week. I love dragonflies. It's always a nod to light workers too, and just the divine. It's a very spiritual, amazing little cool creature to see fly around. There's also a message when the the dragonfly comes in. So dragonflies have a tendency to skim the surface of the water. So there may be a need to take things tread lightly this week. So keep that in mind. We have Not Gonna Lie. So actually this pen came in with some cards I ordered from the Hermit Tarot, Lorraine. So this one, I threw this in here because I loved it. So yeah, Not Gonna Lie. So I feel like some secrets are going to be revealed. Maybe someone that didn't tell you the full truth. Maybe that's where that Page of Swords is coming in, some information you're going to hear. But just know that you're going to get some truths into the bottoms of something this week. We have the little iceberg, so something is not what it seems. Something's bigger than you can actually see with your own two eyes on the surface. So notice that something is below the surface this week. Again, I feel like you're going to be getting privy to some hidden truths. Some of you guys could be going on or planning some sort of trip via water. It says Croatia here. That might be important for some of you guys. But we do have this iceberg, hopefully not a Titanic situation. It doesn't say Titanic, so that's good. But maybe like, you know, taking a trip or planning a trip to go on a ship somewhere. We have the bee here. So the bees always remind me of like sweet like honey. So something sweetness coming in, but also bees defy gravity. Like science still can't quite figure out how these little wings keep this bee's body up and flying. Like it just defies laws. I did find out this week though that bees don't fly at night. Like there's this video I saw and it's all these bees flying and they turn off the lights and they all drop to the ground. And I was like, oh, I never thought about that. I've never seen a bee flying around at night. So something about like maybe not doing anything at night could be coming up too, because I'm sure I saw that video for a reason. But just know that things that appear impossible may be possible this week. You guys also have this crown. So crown, your crown chakra could be coming in. What card did you guys have again? Okay. I can't remember if you had an activation card. Also feeling like royalty. This also feels like treat yourself this week. So there may be a need for some self-care, some self-love. So treat yourself like the queen or king that you are. And then we have this little bird with a birdhouse. So there could be, you could be planning to move home this week. Some of you guys could be buying a home or renovating a home or redesigning. If you're feeling stuck and stagnant in your own situation, see if you can move some things around. You know, buy some new stuff for your house, refresh it, redecorate. Can kind of just give you a new vibe for where you're at if you're feeling stuck and stagnant. So I will hold this up for you guys. If there's anything else that you guys see, feel free to drop it in there. But sometimes you guys just, these things mean something else to you. So I want to give you guys a moment to look at that. And as always, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. It's truly an honor. And I'm so thankful you're here. Don't forget to like this, comment, even if it's just an emoji. This is my favorite reading to do. And I really would love more people to tune into this reading. So thank you guys so much for your support. Mwah! Love you. Have a good week. See ya in another reading. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 3. Thank you for joining me for my favorite reading. I'm so happy to have you here. You guys picked the rhodochrosonite pyramid here. That is from Sedona that a lovely friend brought back for me. So we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead. We're going to start with the tarot. So shout out to Anastasia over at Confessions of an Angel Tarot for donating this super cute Halloween tarot to the channel. So thank you, Anastasia. I also want to say thanks. I've been getting some super thanks on videos. Like there's a button that you can click and donate for super thanks. And I don't know who's been giving those, but I want to say thank you. I appreciate that. That's very helpful. So, okay. All right. So for your overall energy for your week, guys, you guys have the 6 of Ghosts, which is the 6 of Cups. We have an 8 of Pumpkins, which is the 8 of Pentacles, and the Star. So with this energy, the 6 of Cups energy coming in, so possibly some soulmates, dealing with some soul family, soul tribe this week. Also some things from your past. All these ghosts look very happy in this card, so I'm going to read this as like some things coming up from your past or support from people from your past or even past lives. But those soulmate connections are going to be feeling very warm and supported this week. But yeah, you may be being nostalgic a little bit this week too, about some past memories, maybe sharing some childhood memories with some other people. But this feels like really, really good energy coming in for you guys. Sometimes I read this as like inner childhood or inner child healing that needs to be done. Maybe somebody's in there with that, but I'm not picking up it too much, but I'll give a nod to that as well. So we have an 8 of pumpkins here, 8 of pentacles. So work could be important this week. Focusing on work, putting your head down, getting some things accomplished could really pay off this week. Could put you in a really good standing for your future. This feels like just being like really kind of focused on the things that you want to bring into your life, and maybe putting a little bit of sweat equity towards it this week. There also could just be some changes around money or how you're working for your money this week for some of you guys. And then the star. So this is very hopeful energy. This is healing energy. This is transformative kind of energy. Very spiritual energy too with the star. So overall, very hopeful, optimistic vibe coming in on your week. Maybe that's what's making this all feel very, very good. So yeah, this overall theme, because especially with the star being here, everything that you're going to be working through and who you're working with is going to feel very supported, secure, in a very beautiful way. And with the star meaning healing, yeah, someone still could be working on some inner child healing this week, putting the work into that as well. I know that feels like a one-off, but if that's you, nod to you, you got a special message. I always share what my guides give me. It's always for somebody. All right, I'm going to see how this plays into your other cards, because we're going to do oracles next, and we still have letters and charms. And again, this is your overall energy. So we have the Tree of Life. You are deeply connected to the world around you and dependent on it for your ability to grow and thrive. So this is also kind of feeding into this, like maybe working with the people that you're connected to. This doesn't just have to be a message about the earth. It can be, you know, being connected and dependent, and also allowing people to help you. So with this work here, you know, there may be a chance to collaborate with like-minded souls this week, and just know that we're all connected, and, you know, look for those people that want to see you shine. It's a week of your tribe stepping in and really helping you elevate. So for some of you guys, there could be, yeah, a chance to collaborate too with work on people with like-minded souls. Maybe I'll be doing some more collaborations soon. I don't know. If you're a reader, and I guess if you want to collaborate, I've been getting open to that idea. I did one not too long ago, and it was really fun. So, okay. Moving along. Just trust. So, all right, this is a harder message. You're being guided to have blind faith this week in something. We have this little mole here. We know they're blind, but things can grow if you have some faith and you just trust. So allowing things to come in. And even though this work card is here, this really feels more about also trusting other people, that they can help you and that you don't have to do it all yourself. Like, you can get support from outside of yourself, but you might have to relinquish control a little bit. You know, some of us, sometimes we feel like, well, the only way it's going to be right is if I do it myself. But, you know, if we're always in that mindset, we don't actually grow sometimes from that. Yeah, you might have it done your way, but sometimes there's other ways. Sometimes there's more fun in the experience of doing something a little different, and you won't know unless you allow other people to help you move forward, you know. But also that just involves trusting other people a little bit, which for some of us can be scary. I'm talking about myself. This is a message for me too sometimes. But really, yeah, allowing and trusting others, because this feels so supportive this week. This feels very, very much like other people want to come in and help you, but you have to allow them to do that. And allow the universe. So some of you guys, it could just be the universe that wants to work in your favor, but you're not trusting it, and you're trying to control every little piece, and you're not allowing things to flow. That's been an overall message in this whole reading, regardless of piles today. So it might be a collective energy that we're all sitting in, where we're like letting go, letting God kind of energy, and actually doing that with excitement versus anxiety and riddled with fear. Next, you guys have breakfast. So morning routines are going to be important this week. Maybe getting up a little bit earlier, doing things, putting things into play. If you've been saying that forever, I'm going to wake up earlier and start this. This is the week you need to do it. Some of you guys maybe eating breakfast. I know intermittent fasting is really huge right now, but that doesn't work for everybody. You know, whatever works for you is great, but there's just something of focus around breakfast, breaking that fast and making it special. So, I mean, breakfast can be really any time. Breakfast really stands for breaking your fast. So when you go to do that, I'm hearing honor that moment to nourish yourself, make sure what you're putting in your body this week is really, really good and important, are just like nutrient dense food. I know that we have pancakes and stuff on here, but they're giving me this message about nutrients that are needed to really set you up for your day. So maybe if you've been thinking about that, or if hearing nutrient dense meals ping something in your head, look into that and really, sometimes we have a tendency, I don't know why I'm going on this tangent, it's for somebody. Sometimes if we have a tendency to overeat, we have to be mindful, like it might not be that our body is hungry for food, it's hungry for the nutrients from food. So that's where, where you try to fit in. It's not mean that you have to like throw out every bad thing that you eat or something like that, but this is about adding more of the good in. That's the message here, is trying to fit more good in. And, if other stuff filters out a little bit, that's okay. But this isn't about like depriving yourself. This is about honoring yourself with what you're putting in as fuel. I also need that message and that reminder. So thanks, guys. Maybe this is my pile too. Okay, we have last quarter moon in Aquarius. Reflect on your priorities. This feels very similar. Like, are you honoring yourself? Are you putting yourself on your priority list? Sometimes we have a tendency to do everything for everybody else. We need to make sure that we are on our priority list. If we can't be at the top, at least in the top couple, making sure that at least you're on your own list. Sometimes we have a tendency to do for, that I could have had a 12-year-old moment with that. We do a lot of things and we forget to do things for ourselves. So reflect on your priorities. Make sure your list is balanced. There is a message about balance here, not taking on too much. And make sure that it's an effective way to get you to where you want to go. Like if you have these goals for yourself, do your priorities line up with that? That's just an overall look at the week and a message that's coming in. You have another card on trust. I remember pulling this pile and I was like, all right. So it says, trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So this is if you have this preoccupation about when is this going to happen? How is this going to happen? Blah, 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 and it's causing you more... It's not bringing you excitement, it's causing you grief, then try to let that go and just trust that things are playing out as they're supposed to. I'm only anxious because I'm trying to control it, and I don't have to control it. There's like that little, I always see this like little Buddhist cartoon, and this one person's super worried. They're like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out. I have no control over the situation. And this person that's a little more Zen-like is like, oh, this is great. I have no control. So it is the mindset about it. Like, are you going to allow that lack of control or handing over control to drive you crazy? Or are you going to be like, oh, I don't need to worry about it because it's not my control anyways. So that's kind of like this message that's coming in. To trust the timing, let go a little bit, control what you can, and that might just be like what you're doing for yourself, anything that you're ingesting. That doesn't just have to be food. That could be like the information you're taking in on a daily basis, the conversations you're having, your focus, the things that you're allowing into your body can be important this week on all forms. Your diet's not just food. It's the things we're looking at, the things we're spending time on. Make sure those are things that are getting you to where you want to go, that are lining you up with those hopes and goals that you have for yourself, and make sure the priorities are aligned that way. All right, we have release self-doubt and let go of fear. So sometimes our need to control is our fear of not knowing. So stop yourself if you do have a tendency to need to control everything. Ask yourself why. Is this because I'm afraid you know, and doing anything out of fear isn't going to get you in a healthy, happy place. You know, we have to, most decisions in life are, if you really break them down, are made out of love or out of fear. And fear is that ego-based, non-trusting, need to control, and anxiety-ridden kind of energy. But if you do things out of love, base things out of love, and allow, and sometimes this is just about loving ourselves enough to trust that the good things are coming in. But release self-doubt. Also, if you're beating yourself up, if you're that mental chatter and you're being too hard on yourself about what you're doing, maybe just release all that and let go of it. And just, it feels much better. I'm telling you, just deep breath, let that crap go. You don't have to hold on to it, and you don't have to control everything. And that can be, like, once you can learn to do that, it can be such a release of so many things that you don't realize were even, like, just winding you up. And it's that, yeah, that letting go, that release is going to be super important. Next, you guys have strategy, Red Fox. So this kind of goes against the rest of this message, but there could be something in your week that that needs some sort of strategic thing. But that's also could be your priorities. Maybe just realigning your priorities, setting yourself up with a strategy to get to where you want to go. Again, leaving room for the universe to work its magic because it wants to. But just know that you are always safe, though. With this red color here, it reminds me of the root chakra. And those, like, if you have a lot of fear about your safety and stuff, maybe focus in on doing some work around your root chakra, or even looking that up if you don't know what I'm talking about, but you do feel unsafe in your life. That can be a root chakra issue. And really focusing in on that. We have this fox here, you know, this is the red fox. Fox can, like in the Lenormand, it can be, you know, kind of cunning energy. It also can be about career, and you guys do have this 8 of pumpkins, so there could be some career focus going on this week. It's a number 3. I feel like it's important to point that out for some reason. So 3s might be important to some of you guys. But yeah, I feel like that everything's going to work out. Just if you feel the need, like if it's hard for you to let go of complete control, then just make sure you're looking at your priorities, have a strategy about how you want to move forward, but don't be so rigid on it. Like that flow and allowing things, that message about, like, sometimes we get, you know, we think our way is the only way, and there's all these other ways to get somewhere, and sometimes some of those can be mind opening. Even if they don't seem as efficient to you, it may be like the journey along the way is part of the prize versus the destination. And one of my favorite reminders on this subject is, especially when you're dealing with other people, is 4 + 5 = 9, but so does 3 + 6, so does 8 + 1. And just because something is efficient to us, maybe you see a 9, and the best way for you to get there is 4 + 5. But recognizing that someone else's mind might work differently, and they see a 3 + 6. So your form of efficiency might not be efficient for someone else's whose brain works different. Or even accepting that about yourself. Like if you're like, why do I'm trying to do this thing the way this person's doing it, and I'm not doing it right. Maybe you're just supposed to do it a different way, and you're still going to get there, and it's okay. And, you know, if it's not, you know, allowing the time to flow with it and being okay with that is a good point as well. All right, I feel like I keep getting off tangent. Hopefully these messages are important for whoever they're meant to land on. We do have this card of focus. So yeah, focusing in on the important things, letting go of the things that aren't that important, or the control of things that really you don't need to be meddled with. It'll give you more time to free up to focus in on the priorities. And again, having those moments in the morning when you're doing stuff to really just be calm and set your day up for success could be the tweak that you need. But it's just about where you're putting your focus. If you have your hands in all these different little things, it's hard to really get anywhere. So focus in on your priorities and what's important to where you want to go this week. As for love, I'm not going to do an extended, I don't have time today, but when it comes to love, you guys have soulmate. It says, yes, this is your soulmate. So some of you guys could be dealing with soulmates. We did have that soulmate energy with the 6 of Cups here. Soulmates are all romantic, but this is a romantic section of your reading. So yes, this is soulmate. And then you guys got trust again. Like, I can't make this stuff up. So there's a need to trust in the relationships in your life, trust in yourself, trust in the universe. And your keyword is trust, guys. Don't shoot the messenger, just allow it in. All right, let's do letters and charms. Bring them over. All right. Oh no. Did I throw my zodiac dice in here? Sorry, guys. I always like to start with the zodiac dice, and I think I tossed them in this bag with the charms from the last. Oh no. All right, well, things happen. We're doing it a little different. I don't have your zodiac focus. Oh, just kidding. I do. They fell in the bed. All right. I was like, I don't want to change. Here's this message about letting go of control, and I'm like, I want to do it this way. But all I do was look back one more time, and there they were. So I'm going to pull a zodiac dice for you. This could be someone that you're dealing with heavily this week, or the energy of this sign, or this could be you. So we have Pisces. I'm also hearing be mindful of your dreams. Anytime Pisces comes up, I'm always guided to pay attention to your dreams. There could be some important messages there. Also, Pisces rules the 12th house, so some cycles ending this week. And then you guys have 6, which is the house 6, which is about our routines. It's about our health and fitness. So that message is coming in again. It's ruled by Virgo. And let's do your letters. So this could be someone's initials. This could spell out words. This could be a location. Take them for how they fit for you. So for pile 3's letters. Okay, so we have a W, a G, an F, a T, an H, another F. So we have 2 F's, an O, and a G. So 2 G's, 2 F's. We have hot, so something's going hot this week for you guys. So there are your letters. A little nod there. All right, and let's pull your charms. So for pile 3, what else did they need to know about their week, please, in the form of charms? What else can we let them in on their week? Okay. We have this little boat it says Croatia. So Croatia could be important to some of you guys. Someone could be planning a trip there, or just a trip on a boat or something around water. We have OMG, so something surprising, exciting is going on. We have the eye here, so the all-seeing eye. Some things could just be coming to light. You could be seeing some truths. This week I'm also guided to say trust your intuition. We have hug, so someone could be getting some epic hugs this week. And then you guys got the little hug ticket. So some hugging is important. And maybe if you find yourself in a moment, maybe you just need a really big hug as well. All right, we have the bee. This came up in another reading. I'm always reminded of accepting the impossible, or realizing that impossible things can happen with the bee, because the bees logically, scientifically shouldn't be able to fly with their wing to body ratio, but yet there they are. So just trusting that impossible things can happen even if you don't understand how. We have a guitar, so a musical connection this week. Some of you guys could be learning guitar. Some of you can go into a concert. Music's just involved in your week. You could be dealing with a musician. We have the moon and the stars. So again, I feel like this message about dreams and things at nighttime is coming up for you guys, and being mindful of that. And also just like, I'm hearing like when you were a kid and you made wishes on the stars and stuff like that, that's important to bring back into your life, this childlike enthusiasm. We have this we have this little elephant here with its trunk up, so that's always a good sign of luck. So good luck's coming this week. But elephants for me, because they say elephants never forget, it feels like another nod to having nostalgic things this week, back with the 6 of Cups, so things coming up from your past this week. And then you guys have this angel wing, so just a reminder that your guides, your angels, the universe is supporting you. Don't forget to ask, and divine timing is involved in your week. So there you guys go. There's one last look at your charms. And as always, I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. Don't forget to like, comment, even if it's just an emoji. Share this with someone else you think would enjoy this reading, because this is my favorite to do. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much, and have a good week. Bye.